Hello there, welcome back to another stream in ARK Survival Ascended. Today, we're back here once again in the snowy biome to continue our work on our little Castle Black inspired build over here. We did quite some work on it last time. We worked on the gatehouses, both of them, both slightly different. The one leading up to the road into the rest of the world, and the other one just for this, I don't know, this weird kind of corner. When once I thought I might extend it, but it would have been quite difficult to make it make sense with that wall, and also it would turn this project basically twice the size. So for now we're keeping it in here, but we still have the second bigger gate actually over here as well, looking very, very nice. And we also did, of course, the little watchtower at the end of the wall here, overlooking the nice view of this bay. We have a little bit of the wall still to do over here that we kind of forgot. So I think I'll probably start with that. And then since it's a Castle Black inspired build, we basically have to make an elevator somewhere up to the ice wall. So I guess that's what we're gonna mainly be focusing on in today's stream. But first, let's quickly try to do this wall. I don't think it should take us too much time, but we'll see. I think that's maybe that. Actually, probably we need that as well. There we go. Yeah, that's probably good materials to get started with. This does actually line up quite nicely, which is always nice if it does. Of course, this is a little bit of the trickier part of the wall, because we have the little split over here. Why do I already have a pillar here? Not quite sure. Well, it probably doesn't matter. Just need to figure out how we're gonna do this. Oof, that's gonna... Oh yeah, this is obviously the part where we did a little bit of overlapping into this build. A little bit of magic. So that might make it a little bit more difficult. Also, both of these sides won't actually align because of the triangles, so that will make it even more interesting. There we go. Well, we'll at least use those pillars. I suppose it would make a lot of sense to at least have this here on this side, I think, because we want some support for this castle. There we go. Yeah, that looks fine. This going down. Okay, so far it's definitely working. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit more tricky. Will it allow me? Yes, I think. Yeah, this should work. Just all the way down. I love the bits of snow against the wall. Feels like it's actually part of the world that way. Okay, so now we need this snap point for the pillars. And then we can probably... Yep, just get these. Okay. And we're pretty much there, I think. There we go. Okay, that is one of the battlements in place. Now, however, it's going to be a little bit more interesting because we're going to probably have this. And then we could have, like, either we have another battlement, like a big one, but that's kind of doesn't make sense if it's against the actual tower, I think. So maybe we just do another one of these instead. I guess maybe like this. Maybe just keep it simple. I think also for this, it would be too crowded if we build another battlement. So probably we'll keep it simple as well. Yeah, because this is going to be a very tight gap if we fit it there. Also, probably makes more sense to try and line it up with the... to be the same as the other side. What's that? There's something flying in my sunlight. Yeah, I think this is probably the best bet to make it make sense. Yeah. And we're just gonna have a little gap there. Well, maybe not actually. We could just close it off like this. Can I now? No, I can't. Well, that's fine. It's the weird little bit that we will know it's there, but we probably won't notice it again. And then we can move on to actually making the elevator part of the build, which I feel like for a Castle Black inspired build, quite important. I could probably get rid of that sign as well. Okay, so my plan is, of course, to make the lift up to the ice wall, like in Castle Black. So we'll connect it to somewhere over here. The thing is that in Game of Thrones, of course, it's a wooden elevator. Well, we don't have those in ARK. All the elevators are metal. So I think we can get by with the smallest one, probably. Because it's just used for people, and it's not really a base that we use anyway. Should I go for some stone foundations? Maybe. Probably also want quite a little bit of wood. For sure. There's some yelling up there. Okay, let's see. Because what we're probably gonna want is making sure that wherever we do, we place it in the spot where we really want it. I feel like it would probably make sense to do it kind of there in the middle of this wall, because it's kind of gonna be the focal point of this castle. So I think I'm gonna start with some wood foundation, and then in the middle... Oh, well, actually I also need the tracks, of course. Okay, let's see. That's basically one foundation big. So my plan is, because I want this to look like an elevator where it's made of wood, I'm gonna try and fake it. Basically build wood around it. Let's build a generator so that we can actually use this and test if it's not blocked. Okay. So if I now do a little bit of a test height. Just gonna do it like this. If I build around it like this, will it still move up and down? That is the question. Okay, it's not moving at all. I'm gonna guess that's because of these pillars. So that would mean we can't overlap at all. Okay. So that's good to know. Because I feel like that changes things a little bit. Yeah, that does change it. But I think we can probably still make that work. Because I think if we build this little quarter ceiling place around it, and then we attach the foundations around it, that might be the trick to making this work. Because now I can build around it like so. So this is where I would start building the wooden elevator structure around it. Make it look like it's built from wood, and then the inside can still move up and down. Hello there. Hello there, Aaron. Welcome in. Yeah, I think this we can probably make work. So we'll just have a wooden shell basically for the lift, so that we can still make it look more Game of Thrones like. And the other thing that I want to do is I basically want to build a stair up around it, because I feel like you would want that as a backup. The UT is always nice making noise in this area. You're never alone. It's never boring. Okay, so that might be the right height. Not quite sure. Is that the right height? Might be just too low. Let's go one higher just to be sure. Are you gonna start attacking my walls? Please don't. Okay. Yeah, let's say this would be the structure height. I feel like that works. It's a little bit above, but you can build a stair down and then connect it up like so. I feel like that is perfectly fine. There we go. Okay, I think this should work. If we now take the elevator up, it should probably line up with the new floor we made. I'm gonna make sure that I test this before I start building an entire structure around it. But this should work, I think. But I just want to make sure that it doesn't get blocked at the top. It shouldn't, because it should fit perfectly inside this little shape we created. Which is the dream. There we go. Oop. Oh, this is perfect, yes. Because then we can have, of course, the pillars will extend like this. We'll make a nice exit to the elevator. Yeah. I like the look of that. Okay, yeah. And then we'll do a whole design around it as well, yeah. That sounds, or that looks like it is going to work. So we can start by turning this very metal looking elevator in something that looks a little bit more like it could fit with Castle Black. So again, that's gonna basically be making a shell of wood around it like this. Oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go for this look or that one. I think this makes more sense in this place. Okay. There we go. Probably want some wood. Okay. There we go. That's the entrance to the little lift elevator that we have here. Maybe this, because I kind of don't mind a little gap that we can probably fill in. Okay. There we go. Connect this layer up with beams. Yeah, that's gonna be the little, like, entrance layer. That's a UT screaming about again. There we go. That's the snap point I want, right in the middle. There we go. And then we probably want to make some interesting shape with the fences. Like that. That could work. Yeah, I kind of like that. We can't do the same here, though, because that would push into our ground layers. So maybe we need to raise this up a little bit. Because I feel like it would make sense to do the same thing everywhere. So maybe what we'll do instead is... we'll raise it up like this. Should we do this here though? Maybe might make more sense. And we'll go all around. There we go. We'll just fill it in like this. Get the beams back. There we go. And then we can probably also... kind of would like this snap point in the middle, but I don't think I'll get that. Kind of like that actually. There we go. Kind of like the shape that makes. Sometimes it's just trying out all these snap points because there's so many, especially for the railings. It's kind of crazy. Let's do this one first. There we go. Like the look of that. Should we have some kind of layer going down here? So what you would normally do is probably something like this. Could do this. Yeah, I kind of don't mind that. Don't know if it's the most easiest thing to replicate. Probably putting a little bit too much effort in this part here. So yeah, for that we'll probably leave it open like this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh god. Taking out the wrong things. There we go. You know what? Actually, let's... oh no, that's not the one we need. Well. There we go. Let's leave it like this. This is plenty, I think. And now we can start on doing the next layer. But now it's a little bit easier because we can basically do the same thing everywhere. And I probably want to do it like this. Because that looks kind of good. And then we can still have it like this. I feel like that makes sense. do you go for that? Yeah, I kind of don't mind that, but that doesn't quite line up with this, which would be the ideal shape, I think. Yeah, let's try this on one side first before we try to replicate it. Ah, damn it. That was the one. Okay, let's restart this. There we go. That is the one we need. Yeah, that is the shape I think that we need to go for. And then we could even add this in the middle as well to make it look even more supported. Kind of like that, I think. And then we can, of course, do that as well. Yeah, that's quite good. Go. Basically, we can repeat this, I think, and see how far that will take us. It would be really nice if it lines up exactly, but I don't think it will. Another 2. I guess that's all right. Yeah, because it's gonna look weird if we do this even higher, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have to make whatever this is at the top, the 2 high, make it work. We could do the same as we did down here if we want to just balance it all out. I guess we'll see. I kind of want to add in some beams down here as well. I wouldn't do it here because I don't like walking over beams. Yeah, I think the pillars we can also add in probably. There we go. Well, actually, before I start adding on all the beams, probably want to make sure that I can still get all the right snap points. Yeah, we can. There we go. Which actually might make it easier because we can just get this snap point, cycle through it a little bit. And we're there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks much more like a wooden lift elevator shaft than it would be before. The only thing that we need to do at some point is find a place where we can hide the generator, because I would like to have that not on show here. We might be able to put it in the gatehouse. I don't know if that's close enough. We'll see. First, we'll have to make this whole thing work. There we go. There we go. That is 1. And there we go again. Yeah, still like that. What are you doing here? Just derping around in my build. Please go. Okay, I'll keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I think, well, it's kind of an accident that the top part will be different, but I think it will work because probably this is going to be more of some kind of structure on top to exit the lift, to exit the elevator. So it will make sense, I think, to make that a little bit more supported again. Because, I mean, it's quite a tall structure. Okay, so that is one side completely done. Now we need to do that on all the other sides as well. Actually, it's not as bad now that we know what it's going to look like. I think we're going to do a little bit of like mass producing, as in we'll just go round and round filling in these beams and everything that we need to have in place for this to work. Because that's probably a bit faster than doing it side by side. Okay, and then we just build a pillar down. Oh god. Place the random pillar somewhere. Okay. That's good. It's already starting to look like it a little bit more. And of course, we're always going to see a little bit of the lift, but that's fine. The elevator's still going to be there. It would be lovely if I could snap a beam right in the middle of these, but I don't think it will ever give me that snap point, will it? Even if I would do this. No, it will never. Will never give me that. Could I? Yeah, that's not really a way to get something sticking across like that, but maybe that would be too much. Yeah, I think this is fine, because now if you look at it from anywhere on the training grounds, you don't notice the metal as much anymore, which is kind of what we're trying to attempt here anyway. So that's good. That's very good. Yeah, let's just go around and start placing a lot of these railings. Nice and easy. Okay. There we go. This side as well. Okay, pretty much almost there with this, with these railings, and then we have the diagonal ones Oh, wait. I placed the beams here, but we're not quite sure if we'll use them there. I'm gonna remove them for now, just so that it's a little bit more obvious that I still need to do some work up there. And I also... Oh, now I removed all of the beams on this side for some reason. I guess they were snapped to the top instead of the bottom. Okay. No weird random pillars anywhere. Good. All right. Yeah, let's go. Around we go now. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. Perfect. There we go. We're getting the hang of finding the right snap points, which is nice because it will speed it along a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That's the first complete layer done. Yeah, I like the look of that. That definitely looks like the wooden... it's a wooden structure now. And we have to keep in mind, of course, that we're going to still build like a staircase that goes around as well. So that you can also do it by foot. Why is this there? That needs to go. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's do the next layer. Feel like we've gotten the hang of it, so it shouldn't take too long because we kind of know exactly where to start with the snap point cycle. We want to have this and then start cycling through so that we can get the right one. It would be lovely if it just started to recognize, like, oh, you want this one every time. Let's start with that variation, but nope, it's not that smart. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And yep, that's the one. Perfect. I think, yeah, that's another layer done. Yeah, we're definitely getting the hang of it. Only 2 layers left. There we go. Hello there, hello there. Welcome for the sub on YouTube. If you're here, welcome in. If you're watching another video, still, thanks a lot. Okay, there we go. Looking good. That's what we want. And there we go. Yeah, that looks good. Another layer done on that side. Perfect. Oh, God damn it. That's another layer done. We're almost there. There we go. Oh, another subscriber. Thank you very much. If you're hanging out here in the stream, welcome in, welcome in. If you're watching a video, thank you much. That's the hard thing about YouTube, especially if you stream and upload. Never know where the subs are coming in from when you're live. Yeah, that is looking good. 2 left to go before we can continue on this design. Sir, I'm pretty new to ARK. What's the button to cycle through the different building placements? Well, I only know it for PC. It's Q, but you can also see at the bottom the buttons that you can use. So with E, you basically change the orientation, just up and down, and then with Q, I actually changed like the snapping point, or the way it snaps to a certain point. And you can see the amount of snapping points as well. Let's see, yeah, like, because you can see on the left, you can see like how many snapping points. So this one has 60 different points, which is quite a lot. So, yeah, but you get the hang of it if you use it a little bit, like what the options are. And it's mostly the railings to beams that have like a crazy amount of snap points. But yeah, it saves a lot of time using the cycle instead of trying to get ARK to do exactly what you want to do, because it doesn't always understand what you're trying to do. Yeah. Even with this cycling, like sometimes, especially if you do a lot of it, you get impatient and you click too fast or you miss the right snap point that you want. So there's always going to be a little bit of rage involved. But comparing this to what the build system used to be, this is so much better. And also, I think we got another sub. Wyan, thank you very much. If you're hanging out here, welcome in. If you're watching a video, also, thank you very much. Alright, so we have the basic structure of the lift now covered. I actually really like it. Now it's all complete. It definitely is like the wooden tower structure that I was going for this kind of lift. I think even if you're now on the inside going up, it will probably look quite cool. Yeah, this is like, it's a proper wooden structure. This definitely feels a lot more like I'm now going up inside Castle Black. Like going up to the wall. Definitely like the vibe of this very much. But then we still need to figure out something for this layer. I think it's going to be pretty close to whatever we had at the bottom, to be honest. I think that makes sense because it's a too high thing that we need to fill in. That's exactly what we had at the bottom, so we might do that. But I think, first of all, we kind of want to figure out what the rest of this top structure is going to look like, I think. So I think we want to grab the wooden roof, because we want to go have a staircase here. Now, one thing that we definitely know is we're going to have another door here to leave the lift, to leave the elevator. So... oh, there's an alpha chilling out here. So yeah, we're gonna have another lift elevator access point, and it's gonna be on the other side. So you have to walk, you have to be able to walk around it on one side, and I think on the other side is probably where we're gonna have these stairs. So let's say that you go around that side. That means that this is where we take out some ceiling, and then this is where we can start our staircase down. Oh my god, why did it remove? I'm very happy that it didn't remove my railings, but why did it snap to the top? Well, I think that's all that meant missing. Jeez, imagine if all my railings now disappeared on one side. That would have been a building rage moment. Talking about race-inducing moments, that would have been one of them. Okay, also I think it makes a lot of sense to once again have beams going across. And then... yeah, I think the way the staircase is gonna probably make the most sense is like so. So you have two going down, then you have the normal one. I think that is probably the best way. And that means that we have to build either a railing just to the wall or to the staircase, or we have to build another shell around this whole thing. I'm not sure what will look better, but I'm also just hoping that this will actually line up quite nicely at the bottom as well. That would be kind of nice. Because we can't have it lining up at the front of the build, of course. Because then we can't leave the elevator anymore. But I guess in that case we could just have it go around before we have the final stairs. But I don't... oh. Yeah, I really hope we're not gonna line up exactly with the front. I don't think we will, but... no, we won't. We won't. Actually, might line up pretty perfectly. Yeah. This is gonna line up pretty nicely here in the back. Which is honestly probably the best place it could have lined up. To have the staircase there, back there. It actually might be the best thing. I'm not quite sure whether I want to leave it like this, because I feel like the random stair going around it feels very random. So probably it would make more sense to build another structure around this. Okay, let's see. what would make the most sense? I feel like we want another layer of foundations going around. What is going on here? Yeah, I mean, we definitely could use corner stairs. That's very true. We could do corner stairs instead. Do we need that? Okay, so how many of these ceilings do we have? 1, 2. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that would mean that it would end up somewhere else. Because we have 7 extra stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would mean that it would end up with this last stair being somewhere in front. If my calculations are correct. Probably they are not. I feel like that would... because now it lines up pretty nicely. But it would... it probably would work. It probably... if it was a little bit taller, or if this hadn't lined up so nicely with the stair in the back, I would have done it. But I think it might line up right here. And I don't feel like taking it all down just to try it. But it might look nice. Like, we can at least try and see how it would look like. What it would look like if we try. Yeah, it could work. It's still a little bit janky because the spacing between the steps changes, of course, for the corner piece. But it could definitely work. So, good one to keep in mind for maybe a different future build. Okay, I think this is the basis of the structure, but we definitely... I feel like we definitely need something around this. Because otherwise we have these floating staircase, and I don't think that fits this vibe. But we're probably not going to build something that will have railings all around like we did before, because that's going to be crazy. Too many railings. Okay. There we go. Well, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to start all of these pillars from the bottom, just in case. Can railings be used as support for platform parts instead of a new shell? Well, we can have railings at the bottom of these, but it's kind of hard to make like a big structure. I'm just going to first try to have the pillars, but I don't think we're going to make it as intense as this one. I think having the pillars in the corner are already going to do a lot for making it seem less floaty. Then we're going to have definitely railings on the stairs to see what that does. And then we're going to see what else it needs. Whenever in doubt, just try it out. Especially, the good thing about building in creative is you don't really need to worry about materials or anything. You can just try things out and see if you like the look of it or not, and get rid of it if you don't. I think what I'm going to do at the top here, however, is I'm just going to have... I don't actually need all of these. I just need these. Just to get this half snap point. So that we can have some railing around. So you don't go at the top of the elevator and then just fall off. That would be not great. Probably use this. This is going to be a little bit quicker. There we go. Then we can have railings around. Okay. Preferably, I think we would have pillars here. Not sure how we're gonna fix that eventually because it looks kind of weird now, but I think in the ideal world we would at least have those. And we probably would also have this. Okay. Then... oh, that's not what we want. Oh god, sometimes it does flip automatically, sometimes it doesn't. Really annoying. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna see what happens if we just have this as kind of like a support system for the walkway that we created. Kind of hoping that that will look good, because that would save us a lot of time if we don't have to do anything more. I think it might work. Maybe we have to do a little bit of some beams across at some points, because it's quite a tall structure, and make it look a little bit stronger. But I don't mind this look. I think this could actually already go a long way in making this look more supported. There we go. Perfect. And I think once we have this in place, it's probably also time to start decorating this courtyard a little bit. And that will really start tying this whole place together, making it look like a castle that's actually being used. And then before we know it, we might actually just have a castle completed. I think this little iceberg might be preventing me from finishing the structure all the way down, but yeah, we don't need a railing here because we have the snow in there. So with that being said, I definitely think that we don't need too much other details here. The only thing that we might need is some extra supportive beams, but the question is, where are we gonna do them? Are we gonna do them in the same levels that we had them before? If not, where are we gonna do them? Because if we line them up with these, we're gonna have them in a bunch of places. Okay, let me try and see if I have one at this height, which is 5 from the ground. I kind of don't like when it crosses with the stairs like this. Well, there is no beams that go diagonal, unfortunately. That is one of the things that I would really love. Because if I could make a beam go like this, that would be perfect. But they can only go up or down. Like these are the only two variations we have, unfortunately. Because if I would look at this place, I would probably want a beam kind of around the middle of these two stairs. So maybe like there. Or what we could do, because we can't have diagonal beams, but we could have diagonal railings. Like... this could be a thing. Yeah, that would be nice, I think. Like, that's probably a lot nicer than actually having a beam somewhere. Because it doesn't need that much. And then what we could try and do is... basically try and continue it from where it touches the pillar. And make it go down again. This is a little bit closer to this one. But I kind of like that it's not perfectly aligned, but I don't think that's possible with the snap points. But yeah, I think that could be nice if we kind of try to align them this way. Can we though? Yeah, this is going to be the best snap point, I think. Because this is probably going to be nicer than having the beams not line up at all. Now they kind of line up. And at least from this side it looks good. Okay, we're going to go into photo mode for a second and get us some light back. Because it's getting dark otherwise. Yeah, so I think I like this. And then here it does get very close to the stair, but that's all right because it's the back anyway, so we don't see it. And what we can't see can't hurt us. Okay. Now the question is, do we need more supports than this? Probably. I don't think we need an extra support in the front. Well, I say that, but if we would, it would start around, somewhere around here. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know, because that's a little bit too close to the actual stairs, I think. At least for the front, because this is the side that we're going to see the most. Maybe like this it could work. Yeah, no, I don't think that will, because that is much closer to the stairs than the other one. So no, I don't think we need that. Do we need any extra ones on the side? No, not necessarily, I think. I think this looks fine. Maybe here could be nice. But then it's going to be weird that we only do it there. So I think we're going to leave it at that for now. I feel like this structure is somewhat looking like it could exist. What we could try is see if we can do anything with these in certain places to make it look like more supported. Maybe we can do these.
Hello there.
Hello there, hello there. Thank you for the subscription, Hendrik. Well, I know that you are actually watching the stream, so thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I think these supports are going to be nice. I think actually at the top, I definitely want them everywhere. That makes a lot of sense to me. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, let's go around, making sure that we have them all placed. It's funny that sometimes before I start streaming, because I try to plan these in, and then sometimes I'm like the day before or even the same day, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can stream. I don't know if I'm inspired enough to build anything. Like I have no ideas how to do that. But usually, if I decide just to start building, something will come up. All right, yeah, I think that looks good. That definitely looks supported enough, in my opinion. Then we need to finish this little layer underneath and then make some kind of top building. But I think for the top building, we're just going to make it very similar to the other roofs that we've done so far to make it blend in a little bit. Well, what we could actually do, we could have a roof on the entire structure and then have a little roof pop out. Do we need that, or are we going to make it bigger than it needs to be? No, probably we don't need that, because then it's going to look weirder if it's going to look like it's going to need more support the bigger the building is. Okay. So these are 3. So I'm guessing that I can't... Oh, I can still connect. How much further can we go? Only 1. So... Also, why don't I see which variation of material I'm on again? Why does that always disappear for me? Okay. Do I need to do this so that it's supported? I don't know. Oh, that's not the way we wanted it. Okay. And then we'll just have some beams and some railings. There we go. And we're connected to the wall. What in our case is just more land, of course. But from the castle, it's going to look good. Yeah, probably base-wise, not necessarily the safest. Although I must say, the AI is pretty good. So most dinos won't actually run down these cliffs like they used to. And probably if you place some plants around this could actually be alright. Maybe even have... like you could actually have just a dino gate here if you would actually use this as a survival base. Alright, let's finish this weird looking house. There we go. God damn it. There we go. That's the one we need. Don't go too fast. Okay. Then what we're gonna do down here. Hello there, Luna. Welcome in. Welcome in. Probably we're gonna just want to do something very similar. Do we do the same thing here? Probably. I hate not being able to see what variation I'm on. It's very confusing. But I'm not quite sure why it keeps disappearing all the time. So gonna have to do this one blind, I guess. If you're wondering why I did like the first layers and then the second layers, it's because of the two variations of these quarter walls, so that it will actually line up with the normal walls and there won't be any weird gaps in between, because now it lines up perfectly. And otherwise it leaves these weird gaps. Okay. There we go. Very nice. I guess that is what we're gonna do now. Probably if I just go inside here, might actually be a lot quicker to do everything all around. Where did these go? Oh, this went in weird places. For some reason, they wanted to go there. Oh yeah, we need to look after these beams, make sure that we do something with them. But first, let's fix this layer so that I don't have to be inside this structure anymore. That looks good to me. That is the angle we need. There we go. Do I need anything in the middle here? Probably not, actually. I know we did it down there, but I don't think we actually need it. Probably just too much clutter what we're creating then. Okay. Well, that's looking pretty good. And then I guess we just want to build a small little roof on this. Doesn't have to be too big. Just going to be a small, simple roof. There we go. And we'll grab some of these to create some extra snapping points. Oh wait, we don't want these yet. We want these again. Oh. That's the one we needed. There we go. Hopefully that won't block the elevator at all. Let's make it go down for now. Probably is going to make more sense if I fill this in. At least on the inside, that's going to look a little bit nicer. Okay, I think that's all the snap points that we're going to need. Then we're going to have the beams over there. That looks kind of nice. Okay. Then we want that snap point for the roof. There we go. It's only a simple building, but it does tie it in nicely with the rest of the build. Now what we could actually also do is add a beam here as well. But I actually don't think I like that. I only recently realized that you could just snap beams to the top of this wall, but actually think for this we're just gonna stick to the same little design we have been using everywhere so far. So we're gonna go like this. Oh no, actually we need to do... Oh no, God. That's the wrong railing that I took down. So we need that. Yeah, that's gonna be the best way to do it. With the nice little shack at the top. That is looking very nice. We still need to tidy up the platform down there, of course. And I'm kind of afraid that there's not going to be a very good way to make sense of these beams, is there? Okay, I think we want these supports to be fair. And then here we can't have it, of course. But this should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, cool. Just a little bit of extra supports on the inside of there as well. Still doesn't, however, justify having this sticking out, unfortunately. But I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, we can easily go down there now. Yeah, I think that is actually looking quite nice. Got a nice little roof on there. Ties it nicely together with the rest of the buildings we've got so far. That is quite a nice structure. So let's work on the rest of the platform, making it look a little bit nicer. Okay, what I think that makes sense is that you would have some decent access points here, I think. So let's think of those first. Probably just the middles, I guess. Makes the most sense. Yeah. Okay, let's have these things now. Oh, can we actually... Well, I guess it would be in the snow anyway, so we don't really need to try and fix that one. There we go. Oh, actually, we probably also want these on the corner. Again, not gonna bother doing that one over there. That's good. That's good. This is probably gonna be... There we go. Perfect. There we go. Tying everything nicely together. And filling out this courtyard as well. Okay. That's quite nice. And then I think we're slowly gonna start on basically decorating the rest of this courtyard. I feel like having some kind of like smithing place would make a lot of sense, and it would also make a lot of sense to build those foundations from stone. So I think what I'm gonna do is just build a nice little foundation right next to this. Did I actually pick this up? I did not. Holy damn. How can I have been building here all these weeks? I never even thought about picking that one up for some reason. I would just assume that I had at this point. Okay, so we can make a little like blacksmith area over in that corner. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. We still need to figure out where we can hide the generator. How big is this radius again? Yeah, we can't move it into the gatehouse because it's barely reaching this as is. Could we just hide it back here? We might be able to have a very cheeky hidden generator there. Gonna take these, please. Okay. How well can we hide it back here? Let's turn off snapping. And then just place it as far back as we can, basically. I think that's going to be fine. All right. So let's enjoy this a little bit before we start the training grounds and ever. We can actually remove this as well. We know what we're going to build here. Yeah, I think this looks pretty nice. Looks definitely a lot more wooden than it would look normally, and especially if you're in here. I feel like this fits the vibe of being inside, like the wooden little elevator they had in Game of Thrones going up to the wall. So yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, are the stairs gone? No. Did my stairs disappear? What the hell? When? Well, anyway, we definitely need these here. That's probably fine. And then actually, we definitely want to fill this in. Because that's going to look a bit weird otherwise. And then of course we're gonna... Are we gonna want this? Yeah, I guess these make more sense then. Oh, yeah. No, no, those are so... Okay, my stairs didn't disappear. Those were just the extra beams I saw. I was kind of scared that we picked something up and that messed everything up, but it didn't. It's still there. It's still there. All right, that's very good. I like that very much. I think that looks very nice for the elevator things. And I think another thing that we wanted to add was like this platform where they did like the... where they had like the gallows in the Game of Thrones episodes. But even if it's not for the gallows, like just a platform for basically announcements, I guess, would be nice to have. That might be a little bit too high, actually. Okay. I think we're probably gonna want it to have to be this big, maybe. So like this. Seems like a decent size. There we go. Okay, let's get our little snap points out again. Probably, actually, it kind of makes sense to just have stairs on both sides. Oh god, oh god. They can go. Perfect. Do we have it in the middle as well? I think that kind of does make sense. Okay. That is a nice looking platform. Now the question is, are we actually gonna try and make the gallows here as well that we had in Game of Thrones? Because I think we could probably figure something out. Would be better, I guess, if they would open the other way around. There we go. Oh, it is actually possible. I feel like that makes more sense if we're gonna try to do this. Now the tricky part is... Oh no, actually, if we use this snap point, we might be able to make this work. I guess that is what we can do. It's probably gonna be the best, honestly. And at this point, it's all just decoration anyway. Just to fill out the castle grounds a little bit. but I don't think that's too bad. I think that, I mean, probably you can probably tell what that's meant to be. All right, let's go. Let's add in these as well. That is not what I wanted at all. All right, that fills in that little area for sure. Like, I feel like I would like a stables somewhere. I guess this would be the best place for it because it's a little bit flat ground. Because that is way too steep to try and build a stables at some point. But that's definitely not going to be for today because stables are going to be a little bit bigger. And we've already built quite a bit. So yeah, I think we're going to probably save that for next time. Probably going to do the blacksmith as well then, because then we can have 2 buildings to do next time. And a little bit of decorating. I think that's probably going to be the safest bet for me. Yeah, this looks fine. We have a little gallows. And most importantly, we have our elevator working. Let's take it one more time, you know? Why not? Let's enjoy it one more time. We had a long watch here on the wall or beyond the wall. It's kind of both in this case. It's both on the wall for us, but it's also beyond the wall because we go into the wild forests here. So we come here. We can either go down by stairs, which we're definitely not going to do, or we can go into here and we can go down with the little elevator here. Oh, yeah, this is really coming together now. It's definitely starting to feel like a castle grounds, and this little elevator brings a little bit more of the Castle Black vibe to the place that we kind of needed, because we went a little bit Viking with the build style, I guess. But yeah, this is good. This really helps. And then we can open these. And there we go. Probably close behind us. There we go. I like that. I do really like that. Brings some functionality to this castle. And yeah, it's kind of like the highlight of this place. Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I really do appreciate the support on the streams and of course on all the videos, because it's been going very, very well. So thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you've got any building suggestions for some of the projects that we're going to do here, so the stables or the smithy, please feel free to leave them down in the comments now or after the stream. And if you have any like builds that you would like to see me try in the future, you can also leave them on basically any video. I made a community post about it as well, or you can join my Discord and hop over there and chat. And that's also the best place if you want to share some of your own builds with me, so I can take a look at those as well. But for now, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.